Hello students, let's quickly go through a short summary. Economic activities are actions that create monetary value and contribute to prosperity, while the lack of such activity leads to economic distress, as noted in Kautilya's Arthashastra. This chapter explains how economic and non-economic activities differ and introduces the classification of economic activities into three major sectors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Over time, economic activities have expanded beyond traditional work such as farming, pottery, weaving, and livestock rearing to a wide variety of occupations like manufacturing, electronics, working in banks and schools, transportation, software development, tailoring, furniture making, and repair services. To understand this diversity, activities are grouped into economic sectors based on their characteristics. Primary sector activities involve direct dependence on nature for producing goods such as agriculture, fishing, mining, forestry, and livestock rearing. These activities extract natural resources like grains, vegetables, wood, coal, fish, and eggs. Secondary sector activities use the outputs of the primary sector and transform them into usable goods through manufacturing and construction. Examples include making flour from grains, extracting oil from groundnut, processing tea, converting cotton to cloth, turning wood into furniture, and using steel to manufacture automobiles. Construction of buildings, roads, and utilities like water, gas, and electricity also belong to this sector. Tertiary sector activities, or the service sector, support the primary and secondary sectors by providing transport, trade, communication, and a wide range of professional services. These include drivers, transporting goods, vendors selling produce, doctors, nurses, teachers, mechanics, electricians, technicians, software developers, and workers in banks, hotels, restaurants, hospitals, airports, shops, and warehouses. All three sectors are interdependent and essential for converting natural resources into finished goods for consumption. To illustrate this interdependence, the chapter describes the story of the Amuel Dairy Cooperative in Gujarat. Earlier, farmers sold milk to middlemen at low prices, struggling with spoilage and unfair treatment. With guidance from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, they formed a cooperative in 1946 under Tribhuvan Das Patel and Dr. Verghese Kurian. By collecting, processing, and selling milk collectively, the cooperative empowered farmers and eliminated middlemen. Over time, Amul expanded to produce butter, cheese, ghee, milk powder, and other dairy products in large factories. The primary sector activity begins with farmers milking cows. The secondary sector processes milk into various products. And the tertiary sector distributes these products via trucks, rail, and shops across India and abroad. This model showcases how cooperation, shared responsibility, and sectoral linkages improve livelihoods. Many other cooperatives across India, such as Nandini, Mother Dairy, Avin, Vijaya, Kevi, Sudha, and Vedka, have similarly supported farmers and communities. Another example of interdependence among sectors is the production of textbooks. Pulp is extracted from trees, primary, processed into paper and printed, secondary, and then transported and sold, tertiary. Recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 trees, reduces landfill waste, and uses significantly less energy and water, emphasizing sustainability within economic activities. Overall, the chapter highlights the roles and differences of the three economic sectors and how they work together to support daily life, economic development, and the production of goods and services we depend on. Thank you for watching. learn smarter, and practice better. Download our app.